I'm so shy. I'm so shy.
She's so fake.
I'm shy. I hope my personality can come out in this video because I'm quite introverted. Yeah, this is struggle. Introverted. Introverted. No.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lamide, and today we're here for another episode of Adulting is the Ghetto. Ratatata.
Ratatata. Period.
The future is now.
So I have my special guest Issra today. You're gonna start by introducing yourself. Who are you?
My name is Issra. I am a radio host and presenter.
Yeah, she is. She's a personality. Her accents are sick, and she is just a phenomenal babe. And we're so excited to have you today. So
thank you so much
for being on our channel. Yes. Okay. So today we're gonna speak about all things adulting, but in particular, as we're young adults, we're quite new to adulting game.
Yeah.
Should we live in the moment or should we plan ahead?
I love this. Is great. Let's get cracking.
Yeah. So
do you do those YouTube ones where they go?
We can.
All of that. Love that. I love that.
Okay. Question number one. Which one are you? You live in the moment or you're a planner?
Both. Both. Like I plan fundamental points, but if you call me and you're like, let's do this. If I'm free, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like I had plans for life. And then like the pandemic flipped it, so I had to go with the flow. Right? And when I went with the flow, which was usually just intuition, gut feeling, all of that, it turns out all right. So then you start planning. I usually go with flow, test the waters. If it's all right, then I'll plan.
Okay, that makes sense. So when you said you plan fundamentals, what do you classify to be the fundamentals that are worth planning?
Basics, like where is my happiness come from? Like, am I at peace? Am I safe?
Wow.
Am I?
Speak on it.
Yeah, like am I at peace? Am I safe? Am I in danger? Do I have a way to somewhere to live? Things to eat, things that I need to survive, and then benchmarking things. But I think if you're too rigid, because I've been rigid. I thought I was gonna get married at 21. 23.
20 what? 20 what?
I'm 23.
No, but that would be scary. Imagine getting married. Actually, I understand why some people do it. So if that's your story,
God bless you.
I'm so pleased for you.
God, but in my spirit,
I was like, yeah,
21. Men, it's a bit somehow. Yeah. So I thought I was gonna get married at 21. Thought I was gonna meet my husband at uni. Didn't really even see uni at uni, to be fair. Like, so yeah, man. Like, I think life is too short to just. If you plan too much, you have expectations. Expectations, you have disappointment. Just be open and prepare.
And I think the questions that you're asking initially were so important because like if you ask, aside from those things, what really matters. So with me, like when I come to making decisions and stuff, like, would this help me become the person I want to become? Do you get? And if it doesn't, what am I really doing? There's some things that's like, it's not that serious for you to ask yourself those questions. Like, if I was to go to this shop and chill out with this person, would that help me? It doesn't need to be that deep. But in terms of like the actual real questions, maybe like your career, in terms of finances, whatever, those questions are so important to ask. And I really like that. No, that's so good. So what would you say your adulting journey is?
Oh, shambolic. Do you know what it is? But there's beauty in shambolic. This is the word. If you didn't know what shambolic meant, it sounds like a French pastry. Do you know what I mean? I'd get one shambolique for me. Do you know what I mean? So that's what I mean by there's beauty in shambolic.
Yeah.
There's beauty, like, adulting for me. I feel like I said it on my 23rd birthday, and it was like, what I've learned adulting is trusting myself. Because I screwed on all right. Yeah, it's screwed on all right. When I'm seeing higgy to the hagger and rubbish to the nonsense, left and right. Of everyone, there's always a part of you that's like, why don't I do that, or why don't I have this, or why don't? But then it's like, when I contextualize the things that I want in my context, it doesn't make sense. So my thing is, for me, like, adulting is really like, you've got this, just trust. And like, I was recently in a situation where things were going left. I said, I'm not in imminent danger.
No.
I'm not gonna die.
No.
I'm relatively happy and healthy day to day. So I ride it out.
Yeah.
And I rode it out and
it worked out so well.
period.
I love that.
know?
That's so good. You know, it's true. And I think I was taken aback when she said
Shambolique.
I'm gonna
with a
start
Q.
saying
Yeah, with a Q.
Shambolique. No, but it's so important to actually like trust yourself, man. That is my like what I'm learning to do more daily, because for me, I have like a lot of wise counsel around me. But then sometimes like, do you actually need to ask for advice in this? You kind of know what to do. Or then sometimes you're asking for advice because you don't want to tell yourself the hard truths.
Yeah.
But if you were to actually just sit with yourself and ask yourself the difficult questions, you will know what to do.
Yeah.
And other times, like some things will not make sense to other people, so you just have to trust yourself. Because if it was to, so my example will be when I first graduated from university, I laugh because mine too was Shambolique.
Yeah. No, it's from when you said I graduated and you started laughing. I said, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, me
And I had
too.
to decide, okay, people were not employing me, and it was really rude because I know I'm a very employable babe, and my CV was backing, so I was like, you're being rude right now. And then I had a job offer and everything, and it was great and it made sense, but then I had another interview that I wanted to go for, and now I was like, okay, I have to decide, am I going to trust that I will get this job and know that this is where I want to be, or would I go for like the easier route per se, and maybe within like 3 months or 6 months or a year have to like recheck if this is the space I want to be. So I was like, you know what, let me actually say thank you but no thanks, and then go with this one, trusting I'll come. But when I was asking this like my parents for advice, my dad was like, just start this job and then quit and then go to another one. And I was like, I hear it, but I don't think I want to start my career like that and like take my name and stuff. So I actually had to decide what is best for me to do, because some people will give you advice that makes sense, but would it actually help you in the future or where you want to be?
Can I ask which one you ended up doing?
Yeah. So I ended up rejecting the job offer that was actually there, and then going hoping that the one that I wanted will come through, and it actually did.
Cool, now you see that?
Jesus.
Cold.
Exactly.
That was cold. Sis said, you know what? You keep that. You need it more than I do.
So thank you. And then now when I look back in terms of if I'm in like a difficult situation, I can know that me trusting myself even when it wasn't clear paid off. So I can afford to do that again. So when making difficult decisions, like what do you focus on to know, okay, am I going to focus on living in the moment now, what brings me like imminent joy and stuff, or am I going to do it like in terms of 5-10 years, even though things are not clear, life happens?
I think at my core, anything that I try to do on a daily, I'm not gonna lie, I think of God first. I think of God first. I was raised a Muslim, very, very, very proud to be Muslim, and my thing is like, he's not flopped me once, you know. God's never flopped me.
He's not gonna start now.
Do you know what I mean?
What?
It's like, we have
3 years and he's not.
Do you know what I mean? Like we've got something going on. So,
hi Jesus.
So literally, my thing is like, whatever I do, I'm trying to reach that level of peace where I'm just like, I know you've got me.
Yeah.
Because every believer has been at times where they're like, some people are like, you don't got me right now, but some people might be like, I know you've got me, but I'm trying to see your message.
Yeah.
My thing is, I'm trying to be I see your message constantly. Like, I see what you've written for me, what you've got planned for me, and I think that's what fuels my daily decisions. So it's like it's not like it's planned, but it's a thing where it's like, I trust in what God has waiting for me. Like I can't dispute that. Yeah. You know what it means to go against what God has written for you.
I'm not gonna bother her.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna bother.
Exactly. So before I got into radio, I was trying to do a next career. I applied to in the hundreds of applications. Some were for the most basic jobs as well, you know, not just in that sort of field, corporate field. And I was flopping. I was like, I was questioning myself, thinking, what? Yeah. Am I stupid? No, you're not stupid. Am I not? I'm not a hard worker. What's going on?
Yeah.
And then I realized, because one thing about me, you cannot, like, if I don't care about something, I can't fake it.
Yeah.
I can't fake it. Like, when it comes to radio and presenting or producing my shows, it doesn't feel like work.
That's so good.
It doesn't feel like work. When I'm on air, it doesn't feel like work. I just...
You're just doing you.
And it's something that when I clock, the same way that some people might have been trading Bitcoin at the age of 12, is this. There's no shame. No, listen, if you were training at the age of 12, right now
You're taking it.
you've got a lot of money. I've got a lot of time for you. Socials at bottom. No, but the thing is, if that's what you were on, cool. But what I was on at that age was drama and performing and musical theatre and all these things, and I'm clocking that
it's helping you to be where you are
now.
now. Yeah.
I've only been doing radio for a specific amount of time, but I've been
You've been that
perfecting my
girl,
craft for years.
And now the opportunity presented itself, and you're
Sorry. Because going into that means I'm easy. No, I took it and I ran with it.
No,
So yeah.
No, that's amazing. I think I think what you said in terms of what you focus on is like who you are at your core is so important. You actually have to have a level of trust, because this world will break you.
Yeah, right.
It will actually break you. So you have to like, nah, you know what? Yeah, I'm a bad bee.
Because you see a house, oh my, I'm turning into my dad. You know when you start whipping out stories.
The metaphors.
If you see a house, yeah, and the foundation is crumbling, you can add flower pot after flower pot, lick of paint after lick of paint. The house is going to get ruined. But if you build a solid house from the outside, even if it rains, even if it snows, if it thunder, maybe not hurricane or typhoon.
Depending on how hard the,
do you know what I mean?
Foundation.
Maybe that concrete is very solid, but that's the thing. Like if the house is solid from the inside and has a strong core, like a strong base, whether that be with God, whether that be with like mindfulness, whatever people want to believe in. If that's no matter what happens on the outside, you're still a house. Like, you know.
Wow. That's a really good analogy.
Yeah, great. I'm crying. You know when you get impressed at yourself? Might have to use that one again.
In terms of balancing between the two of like living in the moment, you touched on it a little bit, but living in the moment or planning ahead, like how do you actually go about balancing the two?
If I want something, I'm gonna get it. If I truly want something, I'm gonna get it. And my thing is like, I have reasonable time frames in mind for certain things, but I also don't beat myself up if things don't go that way. Do you see what I mean? Because like there's something that I wanted to by the end of 2021, there was like 2020, there were certain things that I wanted to achieve, and one of them was to start my career in entertainment, whatever it was. That was in the works in December, but didn't start till February.
Got you.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, January, oh, you're not actually the station.
It.
Do you know what I mean? You've not done it. Oh no, but you've worked towards it.
And you've got it, and you're just now waiting for it to actually happen.
The Insta post. That's what I was waiting for to announce. I'm not gonna let the fact that because XYZ has done this, this, and this, because you can't shout my achievements, doesn't mean they're not there.
No, really.
Doesn't mean I've not been working.
Like you said, you really just need to celebrate yourself daily and live a life of celebration as well. And that way, it means that when you're planning ahead, you're not looking too far ahead, because you know tomorrow is going to be a great day as well. And then if you're living in the moment, every moment is making you become that person that you want to be in the future anyways. Do you have any final words or last questions for me?
When you're living life sort of freely or spontaneously, how do you stop yourself from going too far to the point where you know you have to keep yourself accountable? You can't just be floating through life. That's not what we're saying. So how do you do that? Like keep yourself accountable, so maintain the spontaneity, I guess.
Yeah. I think having good people around you is really important with that. So with me, I know if I was like me living life spontaneously or like taking it too far is that like I won't do what I said I'm gonna do. Or if my friends told me, I've told them like my dreams and stuff, and if I'm not putting work towards it and I'm just meeting up with people, going to eat, watching Netflix, all these things, people are like, well, Lamide, how does so they will actually check me and be like, this is not who you're trying to be, so okay, you can have this, but at this date you better go back to do your work, or you better go back to do that. So I think knowing, and also you can do that for yourself as well, because I'll be like, okay, cool, this week I'm living and no one can check me because I've earned this. But I know come a certain date, I'm gonna go back to my grind. So I think and I think it's also working in seasons, because there'll be some season that you can afford to just live spontaneously and everything because you've worked through it, or life just permits it. The other times that you're gonna have to put your head down and sow the seed. So like the worst thing is for you to try to harvest when you're meant to be planting. Do you get it? So it was like knowing what season, being cognizant towards that, but also like having friends, like having checkpoints with yourself, or having friends to check you as well, I would say. What about you? What do you think?
I think my body starts to feel it. I can run away from as many problems as I want, but when my body starts to shut down, I'm constantly tired. I'm constantly aggravated. I'm in a bad mood, or I'm always like on my phone, just being unproductive. And that might be a bit deep in, but my body will usually be like, yeah, time to wake up.
Yeah, and I think it's knowing that like tomorrow's just a new day and you can change it around. It's not like, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, I'm too far deep, I'm just gonna stay there. It's like, no, do something about it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share and subscribe. Make sure you follow her. Make sure you watch her, listen to her radio show. Build yourself. Come on, I'm gonna put everything down, but yeah.
I love to laugh. But thank you so much for having me on the channel.
Thank you for joining.
It's been a great time.
Like, share and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye.